What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Hot Takes with Matt and Hot Sauce. We have some brand new Jake Paul footage of him hitting the heavy bag, and I think he looks pretty good. I think this is the best we've seen of him, but heavy bags can't hit back. But we have 19-3 pro boxer Kalvin Hot Sauce Henderson here, and he's going to break down what he sees in the footwork and his technique and what strategy you think Jake might be deploying. Just from this little 10-second footage, we'll try to get as much as we can from a little. But yeah, let's watch it. Let's take a look. All right, so Kalvin, just watching it in full speed. We'll watch it again in half speed. But what do you see?
The clip now, of course, I told you before, Jake Paul is very intentional on what he puts out. So I'm sure this is the best part of the round. He looked on the bag, but from the looks of it, it looks like they're planning to be in and out. You can tell by his feet, the way his feet shoot in, shoot out, shoot in, shoot out, and he's throwing his punches quick. So you're not looking to really sit down on anything or either trade with Anthony Joshua, but to go in and out, explosiveness, pop out, two shots, out, pop, two shots, and try to take advantage of the in and out and being faster than Anthony Joshua. That's what it seems from the bag work.
Did you see he was really hopping around there? Like that's. I mean, it looks like he's trying to take a page out of Usyk's book, and he's not Usyk, obviously. Yeah. And you watch the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight. I actually thought Jake looked the best he's ever looked for the first 4 rounds, but then he started to gas out for the last 6, and it was a different fighter the last 6 than it was the first 4. I mean, to bounce around like that, to be hopping and on your toes, what do you think about like his gas tank? You think he can, best case scenario, like how long can he hold up and do that for?
That takes a lot of energy, man. Especially it's an 8-round fight, so it's not 12 rounds like for a world title. So you can get by 8 rounds, in my opinion, especially if you train that way or moving and grooving. The problem is that if he gets caught or when he gets caught, is he continue to be on his bike and moving around? Because that's what usually changes. Some people go in and out, in and out, in and out. Oh, shit. Now he like this. Now what's going to happen now? You know what I mean? So that's going to always be the question. Like you said, bags don't hit back. And I will agree, that's the best I've seen him look on a bag. But you're going to see what happens when that leather touch your face. If his legs going to hold up to it.
Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face, right?
That part. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, let's just watch it again in half speed and see if we can find anything else that is noteworthy. Was there anything that you noticed or picked up on, anything good, anything bad that you saw when we put it in half speed?
Yeah, 2 things. One thing good that I noticed is that he's being very responsible where his hands are at while punching the bag on in and out. So we call it here at the gym straight right, closing the back door. So when he's throwing this lead hand, the opposite hand is doing his job of staying home here instead of a lot of people doing what we call the bow and arrow. He's not doing that. He's going in. You're keeping the opposite hand back at home where it should be. 2, this is what I see wrong is that we can't really tell because the bag not hitting the back. A lot of times when you go in and out, in and out, in and out like that, you have to get your head off the center line when coming forward. Because if not, it's like a sniper in Call of Duty. If you walk in a straight line, I got a gun lined up with your head, pow. And so a lot of times when you shoot in, it has to be here. You take your head off the center line. As you shoot forward, you're going to run into a jab yourself.
Yeah, oof. Yeah, that could lead to disaster for Jake. That could lead to total disaster for Jake.
That's what I call run into an ass whooping. You don't run into an ass whooping.
He runs into that first one. I do question, what's it going to be like? He's going to come out bouncing around, trying to be like Usyk, and then he gets hit with that first hard shot. Then it's like, what am I doing now?
That's what I call that kickstand come out. That kickstand leg comes out. Hell yeah.
He might just take a knee. He might just take a knee after that and be like, oh, shit. I don't know what to do now. All right. And then I just want to pull this other clip up that shows him in 2018 versus him in 2025. And you can just break down his improvement a little bit, and then we will wrap this up. All right, what do you think when you see that?
First question: Did you create that collab video, or was that somewhere off the internet?
That was somewhere off the internet. That wasn't from Jay.
I was like,
Yeah.
shit, man, you did some digging to find that, man. But that's crazy. That I guess it's not crazy. When I saw Jake in camp, now I'm telling you, he was devoted to getting better. Like, he was dedicated to getting better. So it's not surprising to see between 2018 and 25, what's that, 7 years, that that he's gotten better, man. That's good progress. Because I do know a lot of people that box for 8 years and don't get better. You know what I mean? So that shout out to him that he's actually improving and getting better with his craft. And like I said, the biggest thing is closing the back door, and he's not looping the punch like he was in the first video in 2018. Everything's coming from the chin, good rotation, good snap. He's looking more and more like a boxer, as he should.
And then obviously just the physique and tattoo difference. And his head. His head's much bigger now too.
You know what?
Like
that's why he's looking better. That's what it is. The tattoos is making him better. Oh, that's the secret. We got to get more tattoos, Matt. We got to get more tattoos.
Sir, that's actually hilarious. But I think that's a good point to wrap this up. Thank you for tuning in, and punch that subscribe button. We will see you next time.
Sir.